Hello, I'm Eliza Cobb, a medical intuitive and a wealth activator, and this is another episode of Inside Healing. 10 to 15 minutes of insight and healing. Subscribe so you never miss a moment, and let me know in comments how this episode goes for you, because I think it's going to be an edgy one. You know, here's the thing. We haven't been conditioned for failure. We haven't really been taught how to deal with grief. We've just been taught to push through, go for it, set your goals, but then we haven't really been taught how to move through failure and how to face failure and how to use failure towards your advantage. What? So I want to start out with one little point here in that you think, oh my gosh, she's a medical intuitive. What does fear have to do with that? Well, let me tell you that all the people that come to me for mental health issues or for physical ailments or, autoimmune issues, there's always an emotional connection. And fear, traumas, blockages, all of it is the deep-rooted, usually, like a lot of the times, the deep-rooted cause. So I want to talk to you today about fear of failure and how we face that, and even fear of success. So as I said, we're not really taught to face failure. We're not taught to really persevere. So we give up. And you know that most people give up like when they are so close to success, when it feels like they've had enough of the hardship of the challenges. When they give up, like near the top of the mountain is when they're almost to the top of the mountain. And it's pretty remarkable. And it requires resilience to keep pushing through. It requires discipline to keep, and also the deep passion. How will you fight for what you believe in? And I have a teacher, and he plans all these sacred site trips, and he always says, either you're going to have the way, or once you make that decision and it's aligned, it will, like, you'll do what you have to do, you'll work extra, whatever it may be, you'll make it happen. But when it's aligned and when you make that decision, the universe also helps you. And I've also encountered that in my life. So, but why do we we hesitate challenge, right? And we are so in fear of failure. But what I encounter a lot with clients is actually they're hiding, not because they're fear of failure, they're actually hiding because they fear success. And dare I say, I was also in that category. And here I am with my own YouTube channel and leading trainings and, helping people with mental health, traumas, and also ailments as well. But I want to read to you a few quotes. Winston Churchill: move from failure to failure without loss of enthusiasm. Why? We have not been taught that through failure, guess what happens through failure? Wisdom. And dare I say, even through my life, I don't think I've done, I've had success with everything. The reason why I understand the human nature and the complexities and also the fragilities of the human being and how it helps me in my practice now is from all the ways that I've made mistakes in my life. Mistakes. So if we stop seeing failure as something to be shameful, something to be looked down upon, and this is another quote: if you aren't failing, you aren't learning. So you know that successful people have failed, I promise you, over 50% of their time, if not a lot of the times, and they kept plugging and they kept moving forward. So learning from your mistakes and what worked and what didn't work. Let go of the shame around failure. And guys, shame, as you guys know, if you've been with me for a while, is the lowest vibration emotion, and it gets into your organs, into your tissues, into your cells. And yes, It's the denseness that will cause some ailment now, later. It's these things that will cause havoc on your inner parts. Why? Because your external world is a reflection of your internal world. I even just had it written down and I just went ahead of myself. But pursuing what you love, and dare I say that, and I teach a little bit of yoga still, and I don't believe in keeping people in their comfort zone. I know what will keep them just happy, jolly, and just in and out of the classroom. I know. But I also know that I'm not doing any of them any service, even though they'll be really content, and maybe that's why they even came. It's just to get what they want and then leave. But if I don't move them outside of their comfort zone, if I don't make them, just feel that, I'm doing them a disservice. And I think that's what's going on in society and the culture. We coddle people. We keep them in a comfort zone because there's so much trauma. And then post those 4 years that people are still recovering from. It's not doing you any service to coddle you. So I'm gonna run, today's just gonna be straight, running fear of failure, fear of success. And which even if you're not sure, oh, I don't have any fears, I promise you this one will be good for you as well. Even for me. Here's the thing as well. Each time I failed a lot in my life, and each time I succeed, now in the flow, but now I keep expanding. So I'm comfortable, but then all of a sudden, boom, I'm at the next level of discomfort. So that's the only way to evolve. It's the only way to grow is if you continuously challenge yourself, trust yourself, and move out of your comfort zone. Ooh, I feel like I'm preaching, but I'm not. This is something that's really close to my heart. Because if you're new to me, I've gone through the foster care system. I've had a lot of chaos. I've done so many mistakes in my 20s and 30s. I feel like I'm living my third life in my one lifetime. So I could have definitely, just threw it in and just like given up on my hopes and dreams. I chose not to. Why? I think we all have our inner parts that is also karmic. And there's always like, I've got this warrior drive inside me. But here I am. And don't think I don't fail still. Don't think I don't make mistakes. And don't think I don't feel uncomfortable. Because I do. Because what happens is I expand and I get comfortable, then it's the next level is waiting. And then the level after that, I have another quote for you. Success is not final. Failure isn't fatal. It's courage that counts. Ooh, doesn't that just go with what I just said? Guys, I have these notes because I used to run these meditation things. And every time I open it to a theme that I did back then, it so resonates by what probably you guys need, but maybe I needed to. So let's begin. Take a few expansive breaths. And then let every exhale bring you deeper into your body, into your inner parts. And then make your way down, down, down through all the layers of Mother Earth until you get to the heart of Mother Earth, the heart chakra of Mother Earth. And feel the grounding and safety of Mother Earth. And in that place, give yourself full permission to receive. Know that you are worthy of thriving and beyond. And then go ahead and make your way to your heart center. And accept to receive. Here we go. Start to run fear of failure first. Start reading that. Once we clear the shame, then we don't even see failure as failure. We don't see things the same way. I think I make mistakes. I do not think I fail anymore. There's no failure. What would be considered as failure by others. I do not see that. And even mistakes, I see them learning points. Good. I've learned for next time. And you know that saying, that's one of my favorites. When you know better, you do better. But it's not to say that failures means that you're doing it wrong. There's so many factors at play. I'm going to run fear of success. Why? You know, one of my favorite quotes is by Marianne Williamson. I'm just going to paraphrase. People are not afraid of failure. They are afraid of their own greatness. And I truly, truly believe that. And what I encounter a lot especially when I have clients is like healers or trying to succeed in something is that it's safer to hide. And it's safer to not shine. But when you shine, when you allow yourself to shine, it's you that you're feeding, it's you that you're nurturing. When we release any external reasons why, and we connect more to our inner parts, then big greatness and light and magnetism. Put your hands on your heart. There may be resistance for this. Even if you're already successful, let's go beyond the beyond. I'll be honest with you. If somebody said even 5 years ago that I'd be doing what I'm doing to the extent that I'm doing it, whoa, you're crazy. And you know, when I help people move out of their bondage, their subconscious and unconscious bondage that's affecting their life, their health, whoa, there's no greater feeling than to see someone rise up and spread their wings. Actually, just got a note from somebody yesterday that's in my 6 weeks of webinars. Wow. It's why it's my why. It's my why. And showing up here is also my why, so you guys can shine. Make your way to Mother Earth. I'm just writing something to ground you and really allow this to sink in. Here's the thing, like you listen to this and yeah, you want it, but there's inner parts that are like scared. I'm not going to swear, in other words, like, the word I want to say. And how do we breathe into that fear and allow for this goodness to penetrate through? And make your way back to your heart center. Bring your hands to your heart center. Maybe close your eyes. I'm fully back into my body, fully grounded and ready to step forward in courage and faith. Fully back into my body, fully grounded and ready to step fully into my courage and faith. Trust. And fully back into my body. I'm ready to step fully fully grounded and ready to step forward into my courage and faith. Trust. Breathe in, expansive, let that fill every cell of your body. And when you're ready, you may open up your eyes. Here's the kicker. You aren't born in this human form to just move through life. You're born to shine. You're born to really share your gifts, whatever it may be. And you're born to be free to be you. In short. You can do this episode as often as you like. Share it with someone that is maybe going through transition or change, or not feeling discouraged. Actually, is a really good one. Share this with them and share it with love, because everybody deserves, not only deserves, everybody's born into this world as a human being to thrive, to love, to live a life full of passion and grace and love. All right. As always,